Friends, welcome to Open University. In last class, we give this heading op-amp controlled series regulator, and this was your diagram of op-amp controlled series regulator. Let's understand the how it works. Okay, Vi is your unregulated AC supply voltage, okay, or fluctuating DC output voltage of filter. R3 is resistor connected to control the current through the Zener diode. Current through R3 is I. Okay. Basically, R3 is used to control the current through Zener diode. Okay. See, this is your op-amp. In op-amp, we know the current into op-amp is 0. The current that passed the input current to an op-amp is 0. This current is also 0. So whatever current flowing through the R3, same current will flow through Zener diode. Okay, and here Zener diode is operated in breakdown region, so the voltage across Zener diode is fixed at Vz. Okay, Vz. This is the non-inverting terminal of op-amp. So the voltage at non-inverting terminal of op-amp will be Vz. Same Vz will be appear at the non-inverting terminal of op-amp. R1 and R2. Okay. Since the current through this path is 0, so how R1 and R2 are connected? R1 and R2 are connected in series. Because this current through this path is 0, so R1 and R2 are connected in series. The voltage across R2 is V2. The same V2 will appear at inverting terminal of op-amp. Same V2 will appear at the inverting terminal of op-amp. And if you are interested to find out what is the value of V2, how to get V2? Since both R1 and R2 are connected in series, so they form a voltage divider network. R1 and R2 are forming a voltage divider network. And if you want to find out what is V2, use voltage division technique. Okay. See, this is your RL, not R3, it is load resistance RL. Load resistance RL. Now, this output voltage will be divided across R1 and R2. Okay, if you want to find out what is the voltage across R2, it will be V0 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This is the value of V2. V2 equal to V0 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay. Now the input to the op-amp will be the difference of Vz and V2. So the net input to the op-amp will be Vz minus V2. The input to the op-amp will be the difference of Vz and V2. And V0 dash is the output voltage. And this output voltage depends upon this input voltage Vz minus V2. So this Vz minus V2 is directly proportional to V0 dash. So V0 dash depends upon this difference input. Okay. And this V0 dash will control IB, IC and IE. IB, IC and IE. How? See, if V0 increases, then what will happen? IB will increase. IB will increase. If IB increases, then IC also increase, because IC equal to beta times IB. And IE also increase, because IE equal to, the formula for IE equal to 1 plus beta times IB. And IC equal to beta times IB. So if V0 increases, IB will increase. If IB increases, then IC will increase and IE also increase. Okay. So this V0 dash output of op-amp will control the conduction of this BJT. Okay. It will control this IB value, IC value and IE value. Now, this IE whatever IE is flowing here at the emitter terminal, the same IE will flow through RL, because R1 and R2 are very large resistance compared to RL. These R1 and R2 are very greater value of resistances, so whatever amount of current IE is flowing, the same IE will flow almost through RL. So we can say IE is approximately equal to IEL. Okay, if IE and IEL are same, if IE and IEL are same, so you can say transistor and load are connected in series. So you can say transistor and load are connected in series. That's why it is called as op-amp control series regulator, because transistor and RL are connected in series. Okay, so it is called as op-amp control series regulator. Now, how this regulator will work like a, how it control how it provides constant DC output voltage even if input voltage changes. Okay, even if input voltage changes. So how it makes the output voltage constant. So write down first these few points. Okay, write down whatever points I discussed, write down those notes. First point, Zener diode is used as a constant voltage source. Zener diode is used as a constant voltage source. That is the purpose of Zener diode, full stop. The purpose of Zener diode, full stop. The purpose of Zener diode is to make the non-inverting terminal of op-amp, constant at Vz, to make the non-inverting terminal, or to make the voltage at non-inverting terminal, to make the voltage or to keep the voltage at non-inverting terminal of op-amp fixed at Vz. Fixed at Vz. The purpose of Zener diode is to make or is to keep voltage at non-inverting terminal of op-amp fixed at Vz. Okay, write down the next point. Resistor R3 is connected to limit the current through Zener diode, or to control the current through Zener diode. Resistor R3 is connected to control the current through Zener diode. Next point, R1 and R2 are connected in series. R1 and R2 are connected in series. In bracket, write down I equal to 0, since I equal to 0. In bracket, since I equal to 0. So they act as a voltage divider. Voltage across R2, that is V2, will appear at inverting terminal of op-amp. Write down this formula of V2 using voltage division. V2 equal to V0 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. The difference voltage Vz minus V2, will act as the net input to the op-amp. Vz minus V2 control output voltage V0 dash. Write down, Vz minus V2 will control the output voltage V0 dash. That is, write down this one, Vz minus V2 directly proportional to V0 dash. Vz minus V2 directly proportional to B naught dash. B naught dash will control conduction of BJT. That is, it will control IB, IC and IE. That is, it controls IB, IC and IE. Write down this. That is, if B naught dash increases, IB will increase and IC will increase and IE will also increase. So B naught dash will control these values, IB, IC and IE. Write down next point. Emitter current IE, emitter current flows almost through RL, because R1 and R2 are very large value of resistance, because R1 and R2 are much greater than RL. Write down, because R1 and R2 much greater than RL. R1 and R2 are much greater than RL. Write down the next point. Since load current approximately equals to emitter current, approximately equal to emitter current, IL approximately equal to IE, transistor and RL are considered in series. Full stop. Hence circuit is called series regulator. Right on next point. This series transistor is in common collector configuration. Why it is in common collector configuration? Because output is taken at emitter. This is your output. Okay, output is taken from emitter, and only in common collector configuration you will find output in emitter. Output is taken only from emitter. The voltage gain, write down the voltage gain AV of this transistor is approximately 1. Voltage gain of series transistor is approximately 1. Approximately 1. See how this regulator provides constant DC output voltage. Okay. See, suppose if load current increases, what will happen? B naught will increase. If B naught increases, then B2 will increase, because B2 equal to B naught into R2 by R1 plus R2. So if B naught increases, then B2 will increase. If B2 will increase, then what will happen? Bz minus B2. Bz is fixed. If B2 increases, then this difference will decrease. That is, Bz minus B2 will decrease. If this voltage decreases, then B naught dash will decrease. If B naught dash decreases, then IB will decrease, IC will decrease, IE will decrease, all currents will decrease. So IB will decrease, IC will decrease, and also IE will decrease. If IE decreases, then IL will decrease. If IL decreases, If IL decreases, then V naught will decrease. So I can say initial increase in V naught makes initial increase in V naught gets approximately cancelled by decrease in V naught. So whatever amount V naught initially increases, the same amount V naught decreases. So increase in V naught gets cancelled by decrease in V naught. Okay, so output remains constant. Okay, initial increase in V naught gets cancelled by decrease in V naught. So output remains constant or fixed. So write down this point. Write down this point. Okay, the initial increase in V naught, gets approximately cancelled by decrease in V naught. Gets approximately cancelled by a decrease in V naught. Gets approximately cancelled by a decrease in V naught. Thus, full stop. Thus, output voltage remains constant or stable. Output voltage remains constant or stable. Now, if increase in V naught causes a decrease in V naught, that means circuit is having negative feedback. Okay, write down this point. If increase in V naught causes a decrease in V naught, then circuit is said to have negative feedback. So I can say it is a negative feedback control system circuit. Okay, circuit is having negative feedback. And write down next point. In above circuit, negative feedback is responsible for making V naught constant. That is, due to negative feedback, V naught remains constant. Okay. Due to negative feedback, V naught remains constant. Give the heading next heading under this: calculation of V naught. Calculation of V naught. Give the subheading under this topic: calculation of output voltage V naught. Write down one point. Write down one point. When op-amp circuit has negative feedback, when op-amp circuit has negative feedback, the difference input to op-amp becomes approximately zero. That is, you can say, what is the difference input to op-amp? Vz minus V2. Okay, this net input becomes approximately 0. So you can say Vz approximately equals to V2. You can say Vz equal to, what is V2? V2 equal to V naught into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2. From this you can get output voltage equal to Vz into R1 plus R2 divided by R2, which will be V naught equal to Vz into 1 plus R1 by R2. So this is the formula of output voltage. Remember this formula, V naught equal to Vz into 1 plus R1 by R2. In place of R1 or R2, if you place some variable resistance, the output voltage can be changed. Okay. In place of R1 or R2, if you place a variable resistance, then output voltage can be varied. Write down this point. If a variable resistor is used in place of R1 or R2, or R2, then output voltage can be varied. Write down one question on this topic. In circuit shown, Zener diode has breakdown voltage 6 volt. In circuit shown, Zener diode has breakdown voltage 6 volt. And supply voltage is 15 volt. Full stop. Calculate first point, output voltage. Second point, power dissipation in transistor and Zener diode. Power dissipation in transistor and Zener diode. Third point, if supply voltage is increased by 20%, if supply voltage is increased by 20%, then calculate power dissipation in transistor. Calculate power dissipation in transistor. And draw the diagram. equal to 10 ohm. This is the output voltage V naught. This is 12 kilo ohm, 12 kilo ohm, and this is 24 kilo ohm. This is your Bs. R3 is 1 kilo ohm. Draw the diagram. This will be your Vz, this will be your Ib, this will be your Ic, this will be your IE, and this will be your load current IL. Okay. The first question is about finding the output voltage. What is the formula for output voltage? Bz into 1 plus R1 by R2. Now we discuss this formula. The output voltage of this is a op-amp control series regulator. Okay. Output voltage is formula is Vz into 1 plus R1 by R2. What is Vz value? Breakdown voltage 6 volt. So 6 into 1 plus what is R1 value? 12 kilo ohm. R2 value is 24 kilo ohm. So 12 by 24, that is 1 by 2. So 6 into 1.5, that will be 9 volt. Output voltage will be 9 volt. Second question is about power dissipation in transistor and Zener diode. Power dissipation in transistor and Zener diode. What will the power dissipation in transistor? Power dissipation in transistor. What is the formula? Formula is Vc into Ic. Vc into Ic. This is the formula for power dissipation through transistor. What is Vc? This is your Vc. This is collector terminal, this is emitter terminal, this is Vc. So Vc into Ic. So we require Vc value and Ic value. Now, how to get Vc value? Vc value equal to Vc minus Be. Vc minus Be. Okay, what is Vc? Vc is nothing but supply voltage, Vs. And what is B? B nothing but V naught. What is Vs value given? 15 volt. So 15 minus 6, V naught is 9 volt. So 15 minus 9, that is 6 volt. So Vc is 6 volt. What will be Ic value? Ic in transistor, we know that Ic approximately equal to I, and this I is approximately equal to IL. Okay, because R1 and R2 are very large resistance compared to RL. So IE, whatever current IE coming, same current will almost flow through load current. So IE approximately IL, and IL equal to B naught by RL. What is B naught value? 9 by 10. So 0.9 ampere. This is your IC value. So power dissipation will be, what is Vc? 6 into what is IC? IC is 0.9. So it will be 5.4 watt. So power dissipation through transistor will be 5.4 watt. Power dissipation through transistor. What will be the power dissipation through Zener diode? The current through Zener diode, let it be IZ. So power dissipation in Zener diode PZ will be equal to VZ into IZ. VZ into voltage across Zener diode into IZ. VZ is 6 volt. Given Zener breakdown voltage is 6 volt. How to get IZ value? How to get what is the value of IZ? IZ will be IZ equals to Vs minus Vz by 1 kilo ohm. Okay, what is Vs? 15. Vz is 6 by 1 kilo ohm. So 9 by 1, that is 9 milliampere. So IZ value is 9 milliampere. What will be power dissipation through Zener diode? Vz value is 6. 6 into 9 milliampere. That will be 54 milliwatt. So power dissipation through Zener diode will be 54 milliwatt. This is the answer to the second question. Third question is about if supply voltage is increased by 20%, okay, that is Vs, new Vs becomes 120 by 100 into earlier Vs value was 15, 0 0 cancel, so it will be 15 into 12, that is 180 by 100 by 10, it will be 18 volt. So new Vs is 18 volt. When Vs is becoming 18 volt, what will be the power dissipation through transistor? It is asked. So power dissipation through transistor will be when Vs equal to 18 volt, power dissipation will be through transistor will be Vc into Ic. Now what is Vc value? Vc equal to Vc minus V. What is Vc? Vc is nothing but Vs minus V, nothing but V naught. What is new Vs? 18 volt. Now if supply voltage changes, output voltage will not change, so output voltage will remain at 9 volt. Output voltage is 9 volt, so Vc will be 9 volt. So power dissipation will be 9 volt into what is Ic value? If your output voltage will not change, so load current will not change. If load current will not change, emitter current will not change. If emitter current will not change, Ic approximately becomes emitter current, and emitter current approximately becomes load current. Okay, so Ic will be same, that is 0.9 ampere. Ic value is 0.9 ampere. So it will be 9 into 0.9, that will become 8.1 watt. 8.1 watt. Write down one note. Write down one note. Write down one note. In a series regulator, a change in supply voltage will appear as a change in Vc. If supply voltage changes, then Vc will change. Earlier Vc was 6, now Vc becomes 9 volt. So in a series regulator, a change in supply voltage will cause a change in Vc. Will cause a change in Vc of series transistor. Full stop. Now Vs earlier was 15 volt and Vc earlier was 6 volt. Now Vs becomes 18 volt. That means 3 volt increases. See what, by how much amount Vc increases? By 3 volt, from 6 to 9. So that is, write down, that is by whatever amount Vs increases, or by whatever amount Vs changes, by same amount Vc will change. By same amount Vc will change. Vs change by an amount 3 volt. Vc also change by an amount 3 volt. So in a series regulator, change in supply voltage will cause a change in Vc of series transistor. Write down the next question. Write down next question. In circuit shown, Zener diode has breakdown voltage 8.3 volt. Zener diode has breakdown voltage 8.3 volt, comma, and transistor has beta equal to 99. Transistor has beta equal to 99 and Vb equal to 0.7. Vb equal to 0.7 volt. Full stop. बंद है हाँ 38 मिनट 45 से स्टार्ट है और 20 मिनट. Full stop. If supply voltage is 15 volt, calculate. If supply voltage is 15 volt, calculate power dissipation in transistor and Zener diode. Calculate power dissipation in transistor and Zener diode. Draw the diagram. .8 kilo ohm resistance. This is your Vs. Okay, this is your Vs. And this is your RL, which is 2 kilo ohm. And this is your output voltage V0. This circuit is called as Zener controlled series regulator. Earlier was op-amp control, now it is Zener controlled series regulator. The circuit name is Zener controlled series regulator. Draw the circuit. Why it is series regulator? Because emitter current is same as load current, so load and transistor are connected in series, so it is called series regulator. And this is your VZ, voltage across generator, and this will be your IB, and this will be your IC. Let the current through this resistance is I. Current through the resistance is I. VB value is given. This is base terminal. So this is emitter terminal. This voltage is VB. How much it is given? VB value 0.7 volt. And breakdown voltage of the generator VZ is given to be 8.3 volt. Beta value is given here 99. And question is about calculate the power dissipation in transistor and generator. What will be the power dissipation through transistor? First question. Power dissipation in transistor. Dissipation in transistor. How much power is dissipated through transistor? PT equal to BC into IC. This is your BC. Okay, BC into IC. Okay. How to get VC value? How to get BC value? BC will be equal to BC minus B, which is Vs minus V naught, because V is nothing but V naught. Okay, nothing but V naught. Supply voltage is given to be Vs equal to 15 volt. Okay. Here Vs is known, V naught is not known. So how to get V naught? How to get V naught? So first calculate V naught. V naught will be, if you apply KVL in this loop, okay, then what will happen? KVL if you apply, minus VZ plus VB plus V naught equal to 0. So V naught will be equal to VZ minus VB. What was VZ value? 8.3 volt. So 8.3 minus 0.7, that will become 7.6 volt. 7.6 volt is your V naught value. So VC will be, VS is 15 volt minus 7.6 volt, that is 7.4 volt is your VC. Then how to get IC? IC value? IC equal to, you can say IC equal to beta times IB. You should use this formula because beta value is given. IC equal to beta times IB. Okay. What will be IB? IB equal to IE plus IC or IC. Okay, directly I am giving the formula without complicating. IB equal to IE into 1 plus beta. Sorry, IB equal to IE by 1 plus beta. IE is equal to, this is the formula, I equal to IB into 1 plus beta. So IB equal to IE by 1 plus beta. IE by 1 plus beta. What is IE? IE is same as IL. IE, this is not IE, this is IL. IE same as IL, which is IL by 1 plus beta. What is IL? How to get IL? IL equal to V naught by RL. What is V naught? 7.6 by RL. RL value is 2 kilo ohm by 2 kilo ohm. So it will be 3.8 milliampere. IL equal to 3.8 milliampere. So 3.8 milliampere divided by 1 plus beta, that is 100. The answer will be, IB will be 0.038 milliampere. 0.038 milliampere. This is the answer. IB value is 0.038 milliampere. So what will be IC value? 99 into 0.038 milliampere. The answer will be, IC will be 3.76 milliampere. 3.76 milliampere IC value. So if you substitute here, BC was how much? BC 7.4 volt into what is IC value? IC value is 3.76 milliampere. Then power dissipation will be 27.8 milliwatt. 27.8 milliwatt. This is the answer to the first question, power dissipation in transistor. Then what will be the power dissipation in the Zener diode? Power dissipation in the Zener diode. Next, power dissipation in Zener diode. That is PZ equal to VZ into IZ. Voltage across Zener diode into current through Zener diode. Let this is the current through Zener diode. IZ is the current through Zener diode. So VZ is known. VZ value is given to be 8.3 volt. I require IZ. So if you apply KCL at this node, if I apply KCL, I is incoming equal to IB plus IZ. IB plus IZ. Then IZ will be equal to I minus IB. I minus IB. What will be I? I equal to Vs minus Vz divided by 1.8. Vs minus Vz divided by 1.8 kilo ohm. What is Vs? 15 volt. Vs value is 15 volt. Vz value is given to be 8.3 volt minus 8.3 volt divided by 1.8 kilo ohm. This will be your I value, and that I equal to 3.72 milliampere. 3.72 milliampere. If you substitute here, I is 3.72 milliampere minus what is IB? IB we will calculate. IB was 0.038 milliampere. 0.038 milliampere. Then IZ will be 3.68 milliampere. 3.68 milliampere. Then you can get power dissipation equal to BZ equal to 8.3 volt into IZ equal to 3.68 milliampere into 3.68 milliampere, which will be equal to 30.56 milliwatt. 30.56 milliwatt. IZ value is 30.56 milliwatt. .56 milliwatt. Right on the next question. In circuit shown, Zener diode has breakdown voltage 7.5 volt, 9.5 volt. Zener diode has breakdown voltage 9.5 volt, and transistor has beta equal to 99. And transistor has beta equal to 99. Beta equal to 99. And VB equal to 0.5 volt. And VB equal to 0.5 volt. Full stop. If supply voltage is varied from 20 volt to 30 volt, if supply voltage is varied from 20 volt to 30 volt, then calculate maximum power dissipation in transistor. Then calculate maximum power dissipation in transistor. And Zener diode by neglecting current through RB. By neglecting current through RB. Draw the circuit. This is your output voltage. This is your supply voltage, which is varied from 20 volt to 30 volt. This resistance value is 20 ohm, and this is RB. It is given that neglect the current through RB. Neglect the current through RB. This circuit is called as Zener controlled shunt regulator. Zener controlled shunt regulator. See, this is your IB, base current, and this is your emitter current, and this is your collector current, and this is the current through Zener diode, IZ, and the voltage across Zener diode is VZ. Okay. It is asked to find out, calculate the maximum power dissipation in the transistor and Zener diode by neglecting current through RB. If I neglect current through RB, then IZ and IB will be same. IZ and IB will be same. Power dissipation through transistor, this is your VC. So power dissipation in transistor will be VC into IC. How to get VC? VC is nothing but this is your VB, this voltage, okay, VB, this is your VB. So VC equal to this voltage equal to this voltage plus VZ. So VC equal to VZ plus VB. VZ value is given to be 9.5 volt, 9.5 volt, and VB value is given to be 0.5 volt. So it will be 10 volt. VC equal to 10 volt. Then how to get IC? Let the current through this branch is I. So you can say I equal to IZ plus IC. I equal to IZ plus IC. I need what is IC. Okay, how to get I? How to get I? I will be equal to Vs minus Vz by 20. Vs minus Vz by 20. That will be your I. So write down here, this is using KCL, I equal to IZ plus IC. What is IZ? IZ is nothing but IB, because I am neglecting current through RB, so same IZ will flow through base. So IZ equal to IB plus IC. Since beta value is given to be 99, so I will use IC equal to beta times IB. So I can say I equal to IB into 1 plus beta. IB into 1 plus beta. Then find out what is IB. IB equal to I by 1 plus beta. IB equal to I by 1 plus beta. Then what will be IC? IC equal to beta times IB. IC will be equal to beta times IB. Now it is asked to find out, calculate the maximum power dissipation in transistor. Okay, if power dissipation, VC value is constant, that is 10 volt, VC is fixed, that is 10 volt, and if power dissipation through transistor is to become maximum, then IC should be maximum. If IC should be maximum, then IB should be maximum. If IB should be maximum, then I should be maximum. This I should be maximum, and I will be maximum when this VZ is constant, when VS will be maximum. Here VS is varied from 20 volt to 30 volt. So what is the maximum value of VS? 30. And what is VZ? VZ value is 9.5 volt divided by 20. This will be sorry, here I is not measured just VZ. I will be VS minus V naught. With respect to this ground, total voltage is V naught. Okay, so VS minus V naught here, not 9.5. VS minus V naught. The total voltage across this branch is V naught. So VS minus V naught divided by this resistance, that is V naught is 10 volt. Okay, V naught we calculate to 10 volt. So 20 by 20, that is 1 ampere. Write down one point here. Power dissipation in transistor. Power dissipation in transistor and Zener diode will be maximum, and Zener diode will be maximum when supply voltage is maximum. When supply voltage is maximum, that is Vs equal to 30 volt in this case. So I get I to be 1 ampere. So 1 by 100, that is 0.01. Then IC will be beta, that is 99 into 0.01, which will be IC value will be 0.99. This is ampere. So 0.99 ampere. This is your IC value. Then power dissipation, VC value is, VC or V naught is 10 volt into IC value is 0.99 ampere. So it will be 9.9 watt. This is the maximum power dissipation in transistor. Then what will be the maximum power dissipation in the Zener diode? What will be the maximum power dissipation in the Zener diode? Maximum power dissipation in the Zener diode. Power dissipation in the Zener diode will be Vz into Iz. Vz is known, and what is Iz? Iz equal to Ib. Okay, Iz equal to Ib, and we calculate Ib value. IB value was 0.01 ampere. Okay, 0.01 ampere. If you substitute here, Vz value is given to be 9.5 volt. So 9.5 into 0.01 ampere, this value will be 95 milliwatt. 95 milliwatt. This is the answer. That is maximum power dissipation in the Zener diode. So thank you. In the next video, we'll discuss some more problems on this topic.